From the X Sports Network, this is the UNA Report, presented by First Class Charter.
For the second straight year, UNA opened up their season right here in Montgomery, Alabama in the FCS Kickoff. For the second straight year, the Lions are in it from start to finish, but couldn't find a way to bring home a win. Let's check out the highlights against Southeast Missouri State.
Redhawks and the Lions meeting up at the historic Crampton Bowl. Here in the first quarter, first possession for SEMO. Paxton Dillard finds Cam Pedro for the 4-yard touchdown connection, putting the Redhawks up 7-0. Ensuing possession for UNA, Ari Patu is going to get picked off by Adrian Patterson. But that drive would stall for Southeast Missouri State. Back comes UNA. Javian Allen with the 3-yard touchdown run. That would cut the lead to 1. The Lions would go for 2, and it's Ben Harris going to find a wide-open Tanaka Scott as the Lions now lead at 8-7. Moving ahead now to the second quarter, Patu dropping back, and he's going to scramble. Then he's going to take off, but in the process, Patu is going to fumble. That ball would be recovered by McCoy Casey. Ensuing drive here for the Redhawks. Deep in Lion territory, Carter Hensley gets sacked by Gregory Reddick. He would fumble. Raquan Smith is going to pick this one up and take it all the way into Red Hawk territory. Ensuing drive here for the Lions. Patu going to get some revenge. He's going to punch this in from 11 yards out. Add the extra point, makes it 15-7 UNA. Next drive here for the Redhawks, it's Peyton Brown with a 1-yard touchdown run. Lions leading at 15-13 at the half. Here in the third for the Redhawks, it's Brown. Gets into the open field, breaks a couple tackles, and he's going to muscle his way in from 25 yards out. Add the 2-point conversion, makes it 21-15. Here in the fourth, it's Brown again. Another touchdown run, this time from a yard out. No 2-point conversion, makes it 27-15. Lions trying to mount a comeback here, but Patu gets picked off here by Jared Peraza. That would eventually lead to a touchdown to make it 34-15. Next Lion possession, Patu is going to get picked off here by Justice Johnson. That would eventually lead to a field goal, and the Redhawks would go on to win this one in week 0, 37-15.
I think the first time you do it, there's been too many times that we're saying this. Where you got to let it happen and you got to go make it happen. And then when it does happen, you start to believe it even more. I think our guys know they can compete with anybody in the country. They just got to believe that when you do have that halftime lead that you're going to secure the win. So it's just us staying on them, us just continuing to preach, battling adversity, turning the page. Had too many momentum swing plays in that game. The 4th and 1, you kind of felt like that was a deflating when we didn't get the 4th and 1. Great teams, that defense has got to come out and make the stop to let the offense know we play as a team. And those are the type of moments that separate the average and the great teams.
It's a tale of two halves for UNA, and this one's certainly on the defensive side of things as they gave up 30 unanswered points. Let's hear what the defense had to say after the game.
Our energy was down. We didn't try to pick our offense up. On top of that, we just kept dragging everybody down. And I'm gonna take this one though. I didn't lead my guys at all. Well, I tried my best to lead my guys, but it wasn't enough. I got to try a lot harder. I'm disappointed with myself. And we got to do a lot better on the defensive end and tackling. We got to tackle 10 times better. I can't tell you how many missed tackles we had, but we had a lot. And that's what killed us in the second half. Missed tackles, missed tackles, missed tackles.
It was the first start of the season and the first since his freshman year at Stanford for quarterback Ari Patu. Had 4 turnovers in this game. Here's what his head coach had to say about the performance.
I thought he did some really good things. Everybody got to see what he provides with his legs. He's our second leading rusher with 64 yards. He's got a big arm, but shaking a little rust off. It's different seeing things sometimes in a game. So we still believe in him. We still think that he can go out and get the job done. We're going to go back to work with him on Monday. So I think he gives us a chance to win.
Bright spot for the Lions in this one was Javian Allen, who came away with a 100-yard rushing performance that included a touchdown, becoming the 7th player ever in the FCS Kickoff to rush for 100 yards.
Not to get too much talking about myself, because we didn't win. And that's the biggest thing to me, is winning. And I'm a team guy, but it's cool, but I'd rather win than get personal stats.
Lions won't have much time to rest as they will get ready for their Week 1 opponent as they hit the road once again, this time as they go to the Liberty Bowl to take on Memphis next Saturday. Kickoff will be at 6 o'clock.
From the X Sports Network, this is the UNA Report, presented by First Class Charter.